Welcome back to the audiobook shelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Please enjoy. Rewire Your Inner Dialogue, Building Self-Talk for Confidence and Success. Presented by Theo E. David from the audiobook shelf. Chapter 1, The Power of Inner Dialogue. Your inner dialogue, the constant stream of thoughts running through your mind, is a powerful tool that shapes how you see yourself, your world, and your potential. It's more than just a mental chatter, it's the lens through which you interpret your experiences and make decisions. If left unchecked, negative self-talk can erode your confidence, limit your growth, and create unnecessary barriers. However, by cultivating constructive and empowering inner dialogue, you can transform your mindset, build resilience, and unlock a path toward success. Inner dialogue is often a reflection of past experiences, relationships, and the beliefs you've formed over time. These thoughts can either propel you forward or hold you back. Imagine standing at a crossroads where one path is filled with encouragement and optimism, and the other is riddled with doubt and fear. Which path do you think leads to personal and professional success? The good news is that you have the power to choose and reshape the narrative. To start, it's important to recognize the types of self-talk that occur in your mind. Psychologists often categorize self-talk into three main types: positive, neutral, and negative. Positive self-talk includes affirmations, encouragement, and thoughts that inspire action. Neutral self-talk is factual and objective, often serving as a bridge between positive and negative thoughts. Negative self-talk, on the other hand, undermines your confidence and fuels self-doubt. Identifying these patterns is the first step in shifting your inner dialogue. Chapter 2, Understanding the Roots of Negative Self-Talk. Negative self-talk often stems from deeply ingrained patterns shaped by past experiences, societal pressures, and even survival instincts. Many of us develop these habits unknowingly, as the mind tends to focus more on perceived threats or failures than successes. This is part of the brain's natural negativity bias, a mechanism designed to keep us safe by prioritizing caution over risk. For example, a single critical comment from a teacher, parent, or peer during childhood can leave a lasting impression, shaping the way we speak to ourselves in adulthood. Over time, these moments accumulate and form beliefs such as "I'm not good enough" or "I always fail." The problem is, these beliefs are rarely questioned, and they become the default setting of your inner dialogue. Recognizing the origins of your negative self-talk is essential. Reflect on your past experiences and try to pinpoint moments where you felt judged, rejected, or inadequate. Often, you'll find that these moments were interpreted through a narrow lens and don't reflect your true abilities or potential. By bringing these patterns into your awareness, you can begin to dismantle them. Another common source of negative self-talk is comparison. In today's digital age, where curated versions of other people's lives are constantly displayed on social media, it's easy to feel like you're falling short. This constant comparison can create an endless loop of negative thoughts, leading you to focus on what you lack instead of what you have to offer. The key to breaking free from these roots lies in challenging the validity of your inner critic. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact, or is it a story I've been telling myself? Is it helping me grow, or is it keeping me stuck? By questioning these beliefs, you create space for new, empowering narratives to take root. Chapter 3, The Science Behind Positive Self-Talk. Positive self-talk isn't just about thinking happy thoughts. It's grounded in neuroscience and psychology, with research showing that the way you talk to yourself can directly impact your brain's functioning. When you engage in constructive inner dialogue, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, which enhance your mood, motivation, and overall well-being. In contrast, negative self-talk can activate the stress response, flooding your body with cortisol and keeping you in a state of fight or flight. One fascinating aspect of positive self-talk is its ability to rewire your brain through a process known as neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to adapt and change based on repeated thoughts and behaviors. Each time you replace a negative thought with a positive one, you're essentially creating new neural pathways that strengthen over time. This means that, with practice, positive self-talk can become your default mode of thinking. Studies also show that individuals who use positive self-talk are more likely to take risks, persevere through challenges, and achieve their goals. This is because they focus on possibilities rather than limitations, fostering a growth mindset. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm terrible at public speaking," someone using positive self-talk might say, "I'm learning to improve my public speaking skills with practice." This shift in language transforms a fixed mindset into an opportunity for growth. To incorporate positive self-talk into your daily life, start with affirmations. Affirmations are short, powerful statements that reinforce your desired mindset. Examples include, "I am capable of overcoming challenges," "I am worthy of success," or "I have the skills to achieve my goals." Repeating these phrases regularly helps to internalize them, making them a natural part of your inner dialogue. Chapter 4: Identifying and Interrupting Negative Thought Patterns. Before you can replace negative self-talk with positive dialogue, you must first become aware of the negative patterns that dominate your thoughts. Many of these patterns operate on autopilot, subtly influencing your mood, decisions, and actions without you even realizing it. The first step in breaking free is identifying these patterns and learning how to interrupt them. Negative thought patterns often fall into recognizable categories known as cognitive distortions. Some of the most common distortions include: 1. Catastrophizing, assuming the worst-case scenario will happen, even when evidence suggests otherwise. For example, after making a mistake at work, you might think, "I'll probably get fired for this." 2. All-or-nothing thinking, viewing situations in black and white terms, with no room for nuance. If something isn't perfect, it's a total failure. For example, if I don't get the promotion, I'm a complete failure. 3. Mind reading, believing you know what others think about you, often assuming it's negative. For instance, they didn't respond to my message, so they must be mad at me. 4. Discounting the positive, ignoring or downplaying your achievements and successes. When someone compliments you, you might say, "Oh, it wasn't a big deal." 5. Overgeneralization, drawing sweeping conclusions based on a single event. For example, "I failed this exam, so I'll probably fail every exam." The moment you notice one of these distortions creeping into your inner dialogue, pause and label it. Recognizing the pattern is half the battle because it shifts the thought from an automatic reaction to a conscious process. Once you've identified it, challenge it with evidence. Ask yourself, what proof do I have that this thought is true? Am I making assumptions? How would I view this situation if I were speaking to a friend? One effective technique for interrupting negative thoughts is called thought stopping. When a negative thought arises, visualize a stop sign or say "stop" out loud. This simple action helps to break the cycle and creates a moment of pause where you can choose a different perspective. Another method is reframing, where you actively reinterpret a negative thought in a more positive or neutral light. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'll never be able to do this," reframe it as, "This is a challenge, but I can take it one step at a time." Over time, reframing becomes a habit, and your brain begins to naturally adopt a more balanced perspective. Chapter 5: Building the Habit of Positive Self-Talk. Like any new skill, developing positive self-talk requires consistent practice. It's not about silencing every negative thought immediately, it's about creating a gradual shift in your mental habits. Think of it as building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger and more automatic it becomes. Start by setting aside time each day to reflect on your inner dialogue. Journaling is a powerful tool for this. At the end of the day, write down some of the thoughts you had about yourself and your abilities. Highlight the negative ones and rewrite them in a positive light. For example, change "I'm so bad at networking" to "I'm learning how to network, and I'm improving with each interaction." In addition to journaling, mindfulness meditation can help you become more aware of your thoughts without judgment. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your inner dialogue as it happens, giving you the space to decide whether a thought serves you or not. Over time, this practice helps you respond to your thoughts instead of reacting to them. Affirmations, as mentioned earlier, are another cornerstone of positive self-talk. To make them more effective, pair them with visualization. For example, if your affirmation is, "I am confident and capable," spend a few moments visualizing yourself successfully handling a situation where you often feel insecure. The combination of words and imagery strengthens the message in your mind. Surrounding yourself with positivity is also crucial. The people you interact with, the media you consume, and the environments you spend time in all influence your mindset. Seek out supportive relationships, read books, or listen to content that inspires you, and create spaces that make you feel calm and motivated. Finally, be patient with yourself. Shifting your inner dialogue is a journey, not a quick fix. There will be days when negative thoughts dominate, and that's okay. What matters is your commitment to the process. Celebrate small wins, such as catching yourself in a negative thought and reframing it. Each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Chapter 6: Crafting Your Personal Self-Talk Blueprint. Rewriting your inner dialogue into a more positive, empowering narrative requires intentionality and consistency. While broad strategies like affirmations and mindfulness are invaluable, developing a personalized self-talk blueprint tailored to your unique goals, challenges, and experiences will ensure deeper transformation. Step 1: Define your core values and aspirations. The foundation of effective self-talk is clarity about what matters most to you. What are your core values? What are the qualities you admire and want to embody? Perhaps it's resilience, creativity, kindness, or courage. Write these down as anchors for your self-talk. Next, identify your aspirations, both personal and professional. Be as specific as possible. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," articulate what success means to you. "I want to lead a team that innovates solutions to environmental problems," or "I want to build financial independence through entrepreneurship." By rooting your self-talk in your core values and aspirations, you ensure that your words align with your deeper purpose. When faced with a challenging situation, you can reflect on these values and respond with thoughts that reinforce your desired identity, such as, "This is difficult, but resilience is one of my values, and I'm capable of persevering." Step 2: Identify your inner critic's most common themes. Negative self-talk often follows predictable patterns, targeting specific areas where you feel vulnerable or insecure. To rewrite these patterns, you first need to map them out. Ask yourself, what are the most common negative thoughts I have about myself? In what situations do these thoughts tend to arise? Are there recurring phrases or beliefs I notice? For example, you might find that your inner critic tends to surface during moments of failure or uncertainty, repeating statements like, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never figure this out," or "I always mess things up." List these phrases so you can begin to replace them with more constructive alternatives. Step 3: Craft replacement thoughts and affirmations. For each negative phrase you've identified, create a replacement that is both realistic and empowering. This step isn't about ignoring the challenges you face, but reframing them in a way that encourages growth. Replace "I'll never figure this out" with "I'm capable of learning new things, even if it takes time." Replace "I always mess things up" with "Mistakes are a part of growth, and I learn from every experience." Replace "I'm not good enough" with "I have unique strengths and abilities that I continue to develop." The key is to make these replacements believable and grounded. If you struggle to fully embrace a positive reframe, add transitional phrases like "I'm learning to" or "I'm working on." For instance, "I'm learning to manage my time more effectively" feels more achievable than "I am an excellent time manager" if time management is an ongoing struggle. Step 4: Develop a daily self-talk routine. Consistency is the cornerstone of reprogramming your inner dialogue. To make positive self-talk a habit, incorporate it into your daily routine. Here are a few strategies to consider. 1. Morning intentions. Begin your day with a moment of reflection and intention setting. Recite affirmations that align with your goals for the day, such as, "I approach challenges with confidence and creativity," or "I prioritize progress over perfection." 2. Midday check-ins. Schedule a brief pause during your day to evaluate your thoughts. Are they aligned with your values and goals? If not, consciously redirect them. 3. Evening reflection. Before bed, take a few minutes to reflect on your day. Acknowledge your achievements, however small, and reframe any negative thoughts or setbacks. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I didn't get enough done today," reframe it as, "I made meaningful progress today, and tomorrow is another opportunity." 4. Visual cues. Place reminders of your affirmations and positive reframes in visible locations, on your desk, bathroom mirror, or phone background. Seeing these prompts throughout the day helps reinforce your new patterns of thinking. Step 5. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting your mindset. By focusing on what you appreciate, you train your brain to notice the positive aspects of your life, which naturally reduces the hold of negative self-talk. Start a gratitude journal where you list 3 things you're thankful for each day. These can be as simple as enjoying a good meal or as profound as overcoming a personal challenge. Gratitude not only rewires your brain for positivity, but also provides a foundation for self-compassion and kindness. Step 6. Leverage the power of self-compassion. Positive self-talk doesn't mean silencing all criticism. There are moments when constructive self-reflection is necessary for growth. The key is to approach yourself with the same compassion you would offer a close friend. When you catch yourself being overly self-critical, ask, "Would I say this to someone I care about?" If the answer is no, reframe the thought with kindness. For example, instead of berating yourself for a mistake, you might say, "It's okay to make mistakes. This is how I learn and improve." Self-compassion also involves acknowledging the shared nature of human experience. Everyone faces setbacks, struggles, and insecurities. Reminding yourself of this helps you feel less isolated in your challenges and more empowered to move forward. Step 7. Track your progress. As you implement these strategies, keep track of your growth. Pay attention to how your mindset and behaviors evolve over time. Do you find it easier to approach challenges with optimism? Are you quicker to recover from setbacks? Celebrate these shifts, no matter how small. Tracking your progress reinforces the benefits of positive self-talk, motivating you to continue the practice. Remember, lasting change is a journey, not a destination, and every step forward is a victory worth acknowledging. Chapter 7. Overcoming Obstacles to Positive Self-Talk. While the benefits of positive self-talk are clear, implementing and maintaining it in daily life can be challenging. Life's demands, unexpected setbacks, and deeply ingrained habits of negativity often act as barriers. Overcoming these obstacles requires persistence, adaptability, and a willingness to face resistance head-on. Addressing internal resistance. When you first begin practicing positive self-talk, it may feel unnatural or even forced. This is a normal response, especially if your mind is accustomed to defaulting to self-criticism. Internal resistance often stems from deeply held beliefs about yourself or your abilities, many of which may have gone unchallenged for years. To address this resistance, remind yourself that change takes time and repetition. Just as negative thought patterns didn't develop overnight, replacing them with constructive ones is a gradual process. Be patient with yourself and treat every attempt as progress, even if it feels imperfect. If you find yourself rejecting positive affirmations because they feel untrue, start small. Focus on statements that reflect your potential or effort rather than outcomes. For instance, instead of saying, "I am completely confident," you might say, "I am learning to build confidence every day." This approach bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Managing external influences. In addition to internal resistance, external factors can also undermine your efforts to cultivate positive self-talk. These might include critical environments, unsupportive relationships, or exposure to negativity through media and social interactions. To counteract these influences, take control of your environment as much as possible. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, and distance yourself from those who consistently bring you down. While it may not always be possible to avoid negativity completely, you can choose how much energy you invest in it and how you respond. When it comes to media consumption, be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Seek out books, podcasts, and other resources that inspire and empower you. Limit exposure to content that triggers self-doubt or comparison. By curating your environment, you create a space that supports your efforts to maintain positive inner dialogue. Handling setbacks. Even with the best intentions, setbacks are inevitable. You might find yourself slipping back into old patterns of self-doubt or negativity during stressful times. Rather than viewing these moments as failures, see them as opportunities to practice resilience. When setbacks occur, pause and reflect on the situation without judgment. Ask yourself, what triggered this response, and how can I approach it differently next time? This self-awareness allows you to learn and grow from the experience rather than being derailed by it. Practice self-compassion during these moments. Remind yourself that setbacks are a natural part of growth and that every step, even a challenging one, contributes to your overall progress. Strengthening emotional resilience. Resilience is a key component of maintaining positive self-talk, particularly in the face of challenges. Building resilience involves developing strategies to manage stress, process emotions, and maintain perspective during difficult times. One effective technique is reframing adversity as an opportunity for growth. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can this make me stronger or better prepared for the future? Another strategy is practicing gratitude, even in the midst of difficulty. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, helping you maintain a sense of balance and optimism. For example, if you're facing a career setback, you might express gratitude for the skills you've developed, the support of colleagues, or the opportunity to explore new paths. Mindfulness also plays a significant role in resilience. By staying present and grounded, you can navigate challenges with greater clarity and composure. Mindfulness practices such as deep breathing, meditation, or simply observing your thoughts without judgment help you stay connected to the present moment rather than being overwhelmed by worry or regret. Building a support system. Cultivating positive self-talk doesn't have to be a solitary effort. In fact, involving others in your journey can provide valuable encouragement and accountability. Share your goals with trusted friends, family members, or mentors who understand and support your desire to shift your inner dialogue. Consider joining a group or community focused on personal development or mental well-being. Engaging with like-minded individuals provides a sense of connection and reinforces your commitment to growth. You'll also have the opportunity to exchange insights, strategies, and successes with others on a similar path. If necessary, seek guidance from a therapist or coach. These professionals can help you identify and address the deeper roots of negative self-talk while providing tools to strengthen your mindset. Celebrating progress. As you work to overcome obstacles to positive self-talk, it's important to acknowledge and celebrate your progress. Small victories, such as catching a negative thought or successfully reframing a situation, are meaningful steps toward transformation. Create a habit of reflecting on your achievements, both big and small. Keep a journal of moments when you successfully practiced positive self-talk, overcame a challenge, or noticed a shift in your mindset. Over time, these reflections serve as a powerful reminder of your growth and reinforce your belief in your ability to change. Chapter 8. Cultivating a growth mindset through positive self-talk. A growth mindset, a term popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This perspective contrasts with a fixed mindset, which assumes that abilities are static and unchangeable. Positive self-talk plays a pivotal role in fostering a growth mindset, as it encourages you to embrace challenges, view failures as opportunities, and persist in the face of setbacks. Shifting from fixed to growth-oriented thinking. The transition from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset begins with awareness. Pay attention to how you talk to yourself in moments of difficulty. Do you default to statements like, "I'm just not good at this," or "I'll never get it right"? These fixed mindset phrases limit your potential and prevent you from taking action. Reframe these thoughts with growth-oriented alternatives. For example, replace "I can't do this" with "I can't do this yet, but I can learn." Replace "I failed" with "This didn't work, but now I know what to try next time." Replace "I'm not talented enough" with "Effort and practice, I can improve." This shift in language reinforces the idea that your abilities are not fixed but are instead adaptable and expandable. It helps you focus on the process of growth rather than the outcome. Embracing challenges. A growth mindset thrives on challenges. Rather than avoiding difficult tasks out of fear of failure, approach them as opportunities to learn and develop. Positive self-talk can help you cultivate this mindset by framing challenges in a constructive light. For instance, if you're faced with a project that feels overwhelming, remind yourself, "This is an opportunity to stretch my skills and grow. Even if it's hard, I'm capable of figuring it out step by step." Positive self-talk also helps to reduce the fear of failure. When you view failure as a natural part of the learning process, it becomes less intimidating. Instead of thinking, "I'll look foolish if I mess up," try, "Every expert started as a beginner." Mistakes are part of the journey. Viewing feedback as a tool for growth. Feedback is another area where self-talk can make a significant difference. In a fixed mindset, feedback is often perceived as a critique of your abilities, leading to defensiveness or discouragement. In a growth mindset, feedback is seen as valuable information that can guide your improvement. When receiving feedback, use positive self-talk to frame it constructively. For example, instead of thinking, "They're pointing out all my flaws," reframe it as, "This feedback is a gift that can help me grow and do better next time." If the feedback feels harsh or unfair, focus on separating the message from the emotion. Ask yourself, "What can I learn from this, and how can I use it to improve?" The role of effort in success. A fixed mindset often equates effort with inadequacy, as if needing to try means you're not naturally talented. In contrast, a growth mindset celebrates effort as the pathway to mastery. Positive self-talk reinforces this perspective by encouraging perseverance and resilience. When you encounter a task that requires significant effort, remind yourself, "The harder I work at this, the more I'll grow. Every bit of effort I put in is bringing me closer to my goal." Similarly, during moments of frustration, use self-talk to stay motivated. Replace thoughts like, "This is taking too long," with, "Every step I take is progress, no matter how small." Celebrating progress and learning. A growth mindset values progress over perfection. Positive self-talk helps you recognize and celebrate your incremental improvements, which builds momentum and reinforces your belief in your ability to grow. At the end of each day or week, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned or achieved. For example, you might say, "I handled that difficult conversation better than I would have a month ago," or, "I've learned a lot about time management this week." By acknowledging your progress, you create a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. This practice also shifts your focus from what's left to achieve to what you've already accomplished, fostering gratitude and confidence. Modeling a growth mindset for others. Finally, your self-talk doesn't just impact you, it also influences those around you. When you consistently model a growth mindset through your words and actions, you inspire others to adopt the same perspective. For example, if you're mentoring a colleague or teaching a child, use language that emphasizes effort and learning. Instead of saying, "You're so talented," try, "I'm impressed by how much effort you put into this." Similarly, when discussing your own challenges, share how you're working to overcome them. Statements like, "I'm still learning, but I'm making progress every day," demonstrate humility and a commitment to growth. By cultivating a growth mindset through positive self-talk, you create a ripple effect that extends beyond yourself, encouraging others to embrace challenges and believe in their potential. Chapter 9: Embracing a New Inner Dialogue. As we've explored, your inner dialogue is not just a reflection of your thoughts, it's a powerful tool that shapes your self-perception, actions, and ultimately, your reality. Rewiring your self-talk is a journey of self-discovery and growth, requiring awareness, intention, and practice. By identifying and challenging negative patterns, crafting empowering replacements, and fostering a growth-oriented mindset, you can transform the way you think about yourself and your abilities. Through strategies like affirmations, mindfulness, gratitude, and self-compassion, you build resilience and lay the foundation for a life rooted in confidence, optimism, and success. Remember, this process isn't about achieving perfection or silencing every negative thought. It's about cultivating a supportive and constructive inner voice that helps you navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory in reshaping your mindset and embracing your full potential. As you move forward, carry this lesson with you. Your thoughts have power, and you have the ability to guide them. Choose thoughts that inspire growth, celebrate effort, and remind you of your worth. With time and consistency, you'll find that positive self-talk becomes second nature, opening doors to new possibilities and a brighter, more fulfilling future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Rewire Your Inner Dialogue, building self-talk for confidence and success. We hope this book has provided you with tools and insights to empower your inner voice and enrich your life. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.